Vicious right hand. He's got the power, man. Look, I promoted him for, what, 40 fights, 30-something fights. He's always had the power. He's always had the charisma. Great guy, great ambassador for boxing. Love him.
How good was that?
Oh, amazing. Obviously, stunning.
What'd you make of the win, man?
Good.
He somehow got up. She said, you're going to have to nail me to the canvas to beat me, right? That's why going into this fight, Deontay said, I got the 6-inch nails and the hammer from Alabama, because he's saying he's going to nail him down. He's the best heavyweight in the world, like Ali. Like Ali has certain similarities to him. One of them is he tells you what he's going to do and he doesn't.
But the interesting part is that if you go back to Ali versus Foreman,
chaos erupted in the heavyweight division as Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora delivered a wild, emotional war that left boxing professionals divided, with a brutal back-and-forth clash sparking intense reactions across the entire boxing world.
All sorts of fighters falling out of a ring, a point deduction.
Exactly.
It was chaotic.
It was chaotic. It went all ways, but I think the crowd was the winner tonight.
A split decision just for Deontay Wilder. If you had to score it, if you thought somebody had edged it.
I think it was close. I think maybe Wilder made something like more cleaner shots, but I don't know, it just depends.
Fabio Wardley described the fight as chaotic, explaining that several rounds were wild, messy, and difficult to score at times, yet still highly entertaining for fans watching. And despite all the madness and unpredictable exchanges, he agreed with the final decision, believing that Wilder did just enough overall with the cleaner and more effective work to edge the fight on the scorecards.
Probably was on similar to the judges, like relatively close, but I probably did have a Wilder in for a round or so, something like that. Maybe just off a little bit of the cleaner work. So yeah, look, I would have loved for Derek to go out on a win and go off kind of with his moment and his time and what I would call kind of his arena as well. But it wasn't.
Tyson Fury called the fight an amazing and highly entertaining battle that delivered non-stop excitement from start to finish, praising both warriors for their heart and grit while saying the contest was a true spectacle worthy of boxing fans everywhere.
It's one of those things, it's heavyweight boxing, you can get caught. I know all about getting caught. But on a whole, it was a fantastic event. Congratulations, Ron and Queensbury, for putting on a major event at the O2 between two great heavyweights. I know that. Commiserations to my brother and all the team. Everyone did a fantastic job. Everyone got home, got paid, got laid, and got home in one piece. Can't say any fairer than that. Good luck. Have a fantastic day.
Carl Frampton said the fight between Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora was extremely difficult to score, as many of the rounds were chaotic and scrappy, pointing out that the lack of clean, consistent action made judging very tricky throughout the entire contest.
Yeah, that main event, Deontay Wilder edging it on the split decision. What did you think?
I thought Deontay won, but it was hard to score because the rounds were so chaotic, really. I expected them, the scorecard, to be all over the place, which it kind of were, but I feel for Derek. It would have been an ideal way to go out, a big win against Wilder, but it doesn't always end in the fairy tale that you want it. He should be proud of himself and proud of the career that he had, because he is an icon, and whether you like it or not, of the last 20, maybe 15 or 20 years, he's one of the biggest icons in the heavyweight game, so credit to him and everything he's done.
With Deontay, it wasn't the version of old Deontay Wilder, but did you see maybe an improvement?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, he wasn't as tentative when he was punching. He was trying to land the uppercut. He was being brave. He was being vicious in there too. So I liked what I've seen from Deontay, but Derek's always going to give anybody a hard fight just with his marauding style. But I like it.
Frampton believes that a showdown between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder still makes huge sense, suggesting it should be next on Wilder's list, as he sees it as a major high-risk clash that fans have wanted for years despite the clear dangers involved.
Deontay left the ring and he bumped into AJ, said to AJ, let's go. Is there an interest on that?
That fight makes sense to me. Like if people are asking who does AJ fight next, so who does Wilder fight next? The AJ fight makes sense, and I think it's AJ. I mean, we've got to remember what just happened to AJ, you know what I mean? So let the guy recover properly, maybe have a little fight back to just see what it's like, and then Wilder after that, I think sounds good.
Final one call with Derek. Do you think that's it now? Do you think that's
Should be. I hope it is. more important things in boxing, and he's got a young family. So I hope that it's a sensible thing to do. Walk away and be proud.
Eddie Hearn reacted to the Wilder versus Chisora fight by calling it an entertaining and brutal heavyweight battle, saying the action kept fans engaged from start to finish, while acknowledging that Wilder clearly took 2 or 3 rounds on the scorecards and applauding both fighters for their grit and the spectacle they delivered.
Yeah, I thought Wilder won 2 or 3 rounds. Good fight, competitive fight. Wilder won like those 6, 7, 8.
Rico Verhoeven, the heavyweight kickboxing legend turned boxer, reacted to the fight by calling it a wild and unpredictable heavyweight spectacle, praising both men's toughness and saying the drama made it highly entertaining even if the action was messy, while ultimately congratulating Wilder on his split decision victory.
That main event between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder.
Oh, it was a match. Went back and forth, back and forth. I didn't see everything, but for me, a couple of 8 counts were like, I didn't know about that, but yeah, like I said, it was entertaining to see.
Obviously, I know we spoke earlier. We mentioned potentially facing the winner of this. You've got business, like we said, with Usyk, but would you entertain that Wilder fight now that he's got?
Yeah, of course. Let's do the Wilder fight. We can do the AJ fight. We just spoke with Eddie Hearn. He's like, yeah, if he beats Usyk, let's do AJ afterwards. So yeah, it's the world is at our feet.
Rico, you enjoy the rest of your.
After his win over Derek Chisora, Deontay Wilder confronted Anthony Joshua at ringside and openly called for a fight with him next, telling Joshua, "Let's do it," while also accusing him of avoiding the matchup as he made his way out of the arena.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We're ready for that. He's scared now. He's scared as fuck.
That said, many fans and pundits were not completely convinced by Deontay Wilder's performance, pointing out that although he secured a split decision win, the fight was messy and lacked consistent technique. As Wade Clemens tweeted, "I think Deontay Wilder just beat Derek Chisora, but that is one of the most bizarre, sloppy, and chaotic fights I've ever seen in my life, LMAO." While Fabio Wardley felt that Wilder showed clear improvement from his recent fights, noting that he looked sharper, more composed, and more effective than in his past performances.
Not necessarily the version of 5-6 years ago, but did you see improvements from that Zangan Parker defeat?
Yeah, we did, actually. We did, and unexpectedly in a sense as well, because we thought off them defeats and then off his most recent win, still didn't look fantastic in that either. So it kind of raised some questions and question marks whether he kind of still had the, I don't necessarily mean love for it, but just had the energy for it, had it in the tank. But he proved he did. So yeah, look, maybe there's some more to come from him.
You have business to take first up with Daniel, but have you seen enough tonight to maybe entertain a Deontay Wilder fight?
Yeah, of course, I'd definitely entertain a Deontay Wilder fight. But look, priority number 1 is Daniel Dubois. Beyond that, come through that fight, get rid of him. It will be Alexander Usyk. That will be my aim. But past that, if that for some reason again it doesn't materialise to the way where it's not doable, it can't happen, then yeah, look, third on the list would be Deontay.
Derek Chisora did not shy away from acknowledging Wilder's punching power, admitting that he can hit hard and that his shots were dangerous throughout the fight, as Chisora praised the intensity of the bout and his opponent's strength, but also voiced frustration over how close some rounds were and how he came off the ropes at times, which he felt may have cost him the fight. And while Chisora had hinted that this could be his final professional contest, he stopped short of confirming retirement. Immediately afterward, saying he would go home, speak with the boss lady, and figure things out, leaving his future uncertain.
Derek, what's your initial reaction to sharing 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder? 12 rounds. You get it. Was the power as good as you expected? You know the outcome. So, you got to tell us the chance he knows the outcome when he gets it.
When Eddie Hearn spoke, he highlighted a chaotic moment during the fight when Derek Chisora was helped to his feet by his corner, underscoring the intensity and unpredictable nature of the bout, and he noted that such moments showed how physically demanding and tumultuous the match had been for both fighters. While regarding Chisora's future, Hearn emphasized that retirement is ultimately the boxer's personal decision, acknowledging his long and accomplished career and suggesting that he has already achieved a great deal in the sport.
Derek was pushed up by his corner, hoisted back up.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit
like
mad. The whole thing was
9
mad.
count.
The trainer coming around. I mean, I don't know what was going on there. But yeah, listen, it was always going to be that kind of fight. Respect to both. Well done to Deontay.
Does Derek end there, do you think?
it's not a decision for me, is it? It's a decision for Derek. But I think he's done incredible in the sport. Don't think he's got a lot more to do. But that's it.
After edging Derek Chisora by split decision in a chaotic heavyweight war at London's O2 Arena, Deontay Wilder did not hold back on the officiating in his post-fight remarks, as the former world champion openly criticized the referee's performance and said the official should never referee again due to inconsistent calls that disrupted the flow of the fight. While fans and pundits had already questioned several moments during the bout, including controversial knockdowns, frequent clinches, and confusing stoppages that added to the wild and scrappy nature of the contest, and Wilder's frustration echoed what many viewers felt as the fight's unpredictable rhythm, and disputed decisions sparked ongoing debate about the quality of refereeing in such high-profile heavyweight matchups.
If the ref was fair, you're looking at a third-round stoppage. It's so many things went on. I got hit in the back of the head like at least 10 to 12 different times. And then when I finally want to retaliate and hit back, you point fingers at me, Deontay, don't you? I'm like, man, this man keep hitting me in the back of the head. I'm getting dizzy at times, but I'm bouncing back. I'm getting dizzy, but I'm bouncing back. You know how many fighters got hit in the head and don't wake up tomorrow? That's why I might not even go to sleep tonight, because of the awareness of the awareness of getting hit in the back of the head and you not waking up tomorrow, or something happening, or something forming. I feel good externally, but internally something may be developing inside of me that I can't see right now, because a referee decided to allow something to happen that it shouldn't have happened. That was one of the things the referee asked, do we have questions? And Shelley brought it to his attention. That was one of the things we warned him to not do. It's allow him to hit me in the back of the head. And then it's supposed to have been a disqualification because his team ran up in the ring. I mean, damn, I'm fighting Derek and the referee. I'm like, it's crazy.
If any or all of you want to look up the rules, 1, if your corner enters the ring, it's an automatic disqualification.
X.
Number 2, if you're pushed, knocked out of the ring, you have 20 seconds to get in. You are not allowed to be helped by your corner. 3, if you get hit and you're falling and you grab the rope, it's an automatic 8 count. 4, if you get hit after it's stopped, it's up to the discretion of the ref to take a point off. He takes it off him, but he doesn't treat fair. Number 5, when Derek went back and touched his eye, the ref, that's not allowed. You either stop the fight or you don't interfere. These are rules of the game, and they can be checked. And I'm glad my guy won, because I was afraid he was going to get robbed.
Yeah.
That stopped you fighting in the UK again?
What's that again?
We love the people.
Derek Chisora expressed clear frustration with the judge's decision following his fight with Deontay Wilder, particularly disagreeing with the scorecards, as he argued that he was unfairly penalized in situations involving the ropes, explaining that at times when he went back to the ropes, Wilder would fall into him, yet it was still counted against him. And despite these contentious moments, Chisora believes he performed well in the final round, insisting that he won it while questioning how. The fight was scored overall, and earlier in the bout, he had anticipated a knockout, expecting it to end before the later rounds, but the match went the full 12 rounds, surprising him with its intensity and forcing him to manage his pace across the entire duration. And this shift from expectation to reality added to his post-fight frustration, while also highlighting the unpredictable nature of boxing.
When he gets you, he can hit. Did you agree with the scorecards?
No, I didn't agree with it. You know, the ropes were very loose. I went on the ropes, fell into me, pushed me to the ropes, they break, and it was already broke. I went for the ropes, they started counting. The second time, I took a point, and it still counted me out, but I don't understand why. Listen, it is what it is.
Derek, do you think that you should have won the fight?
Yeah. The last round, I won the last round. I don't know you guys scored. But you scored fights a lot. Tell me.
To be honest with you, I didn't score this one because I didn't think we were going to see the end of the talk. I didn't even bother. I thought it was going to be a knockout for sure.
After his split decision win, Deontay Wilder spoke with genuine emotion about his respect for his veteran opponent, saying he truly respects and loves Chisora, calling him a warrior and even referring to him as a brother in the ring, as he admitted that once he saw how much damage Chisora was taking, his priority became making sure the Brit could go home safely to his kids rather than simply finishing the fight. And Wilder's words highlighted the deep respect forged between them over brutal rounds, while he also expressed honor at being part of what could be Chisora's final professional bout.
And look, the men have fought everybody. As a fighter, you can only wish to fight as many credible fighters as he have done. So why not be able to retire at this point in time? You know, even in the ring, I was thinking about his retirement. It was time that my team say, all right, this is time to push forward, put a little bit more pressure. But I held back a couple of times because when I cut his eye open, I started thinking about him being with his children. When I saw veins coming out of his temple, I started thinking about, you know, this is a dangerous sport. I felt a little sympathy for him. I even was talking to Derek. I was like, Derek, come on, bro. We need to stop this, man. We need to stop this. You know, he didn't say nothing. Then I started saying it again. Come on, Derek. Then he said, you hit like a bitch. So
there is a point in the fight, and I'm seeing clips. Did you say to him, I love you, and then you punched him, or did you say olive juice or elephant shoe?
Yeah, I did tell him I love him. I said, I'm gonna whoop you because
I love you, and then you...
After his win over Derek Chisora, Deontay Wilder doubled down on his desire to keep competing at the top level, openly saying he still wants a big fight with Anthony Joshua and believes he can knock him out when they eventually meet, as Wilder's camp has consistently pushed for the matchup and has made it clear that facing AJ remains a major goal, insisting the fight is still possible if the timing and negotiations align. And while he continues chasing that explosive clash, Wilder also spoke about his future beyond fighting, emphasizing that spending quality time with his family, especially his children, who have always been his motivation, is now a priority as he works to balance boxing with fatherhood and personal commitments.
Deontay, what's your overriding emotion right now?
I'm happy. And I'm just ready to go home to my babies, you know. The war has been done. It ended with an explosion. And now it's time to get on this plane. Hope God grant us traveling grace so I can get home to my babies and spread the love to them now.
And listen, you said that the old Bronze Bomber was back, and you seem very powerful in there. You know, you were very strong throughout all 12 rounds. Did you feel like your old self was back in there?
Most definitely. I do feel that way. You know, like I said, there's a lot of times that I didn't go full with Derek. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't. Yeah, at times I did because I wanted him to retire well. But with the aggressiveness and different things that I did in the ring, I'm definitely back, baby. I can only get better and better and better as I heal. So here we come.
And last thing, Anthony Joshua, he gave you a bit of a bad look after you said, let's get it on. What's the situation with AJ at the minute?
I don't know. He got a problem. He got a problem with himself. I think he's trying to convince himself, you know, to try to build the nerves to fight me. That's all I can think of. You know, that's the only thing I think of. I'm loved all over, you know, and it is what it is.
Do you think you'll knock him out?